A warm good morning to our respected Mrs. Urmila Acharya ma'am, the principal of Amri College of Nursing Bhubaneswar, and Mrs. Urmila Panda ma'am, the vice principal of Amri College of Nursing Bhubaneswar, and our organizer Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Singh ma'am, Amri College of Nursing Bhubaneswar, and to all my respected teachers of Amri College of Nursing Bhubaneswar. शिशु का पोषण का आधार है, माँ का दूध ही सर्वोत्तम आहार है. So as we know, breastfeeding is the cornerstone of infant and young child survival, nutrition, development, and maternal health. It contributes to short and long-term health of the society in large. So all we know, the first week of August month is celebrated as breastfeeding week to encourage and motivate the mothers for breastfeeding. So this year theme for World Breastfeeding Week is protecting the breastfeeding is a shared responsibility. So we are going to share something regarding this topic. Our group is consist of 5 members and one by one they will present this topic. I am Namita Bhuya, third year BSc Nursing student of Amri College of Nursing Bhubaneswar. So my topic is introduction and the latest information regarding breastfeeding. So first introduction. World Breastfeeding Week is celebrated every year from 1 to 7 August in more than 170 countries to encourage breastfeeding and improve the health of the babies around the world. It commemorates the initiative declaration made by WHO and UNICEF policymakers in August 1990 to protect, promote, and to support breastfeeding. Breast milk is the ideal food for infants. It is safe, clean, and contains antibodies which help to protect against many common childhood illnesses. Then the latest information regarding breastfeeding. The researcher has revealed new insight into the biological mechanism of the long-term positive health effect of newborn. And on 8 March 2021, the researcher found that the tetrahydrocannabinol, the psychoactive component present in breast milk up to 6 weeks. Then WHO and UNICEF recommend yearly initiation of breastfeeding as soon as possible after delivery of the baby, and the exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life, and introducing the nutritionally adequate and complementary solid food together with continued breastfeeding up to 2 years of the age.
My topic is advantages of breastfeeding. As we all know that there are various advantages of breastfeeding, a lot of advantages. So now let's discuss about the advantages of breastfeeding to child, like complete nutrition, covers against infection, etc. One by one we will discuss. Complete nutrition, as the baby get the expressed milk, breast milk from the mother, that child gets the complete nutrition as it contains a sufficient amount of nutrients, proteins, fats that are rich in essential fatty acids like linoleic acid and linolenic acid. It has a more amount of lactiferous compared to artificial milk or other milks. It has a various amount of vitamins, water and iron, and a correct and complete amount of salt, phosphate and calcium. It has a special enzyme called lipase that helps in digestion of the fats. Next one we will discuss about it covers against infection. How it has antiviral or anti-infectious factors like immunoglobulins, mainly IgA, lactoferrin, lysosome, cells like B and T lymphocyte, antiviral factors. This all includes in the breast milk, and this breast milk when expressed to the baby is prevented from getting infected. Now we will know and discuss about the advantages of breastfeeding to mother. It is convenient to mother, it is cheaper than other artificial milks, it helps in expulsion of the placenta, and it helps in minimizing the risk of PPH, postpartum hemorrhage. Then it helps in calming effect, it gives a good calming effect to the mind, and it have counter effect on body, and it helps in come back to the normal position of the body. Now we will know about the advantages of breastfeeding to both mother and child. It helps in developing a close loving bond between the mother and the child. It also helps in child spacing and it is cost benefit. Now let's go to our next topic, that is challenges that promotes breastfeeding during this COVID pandemic. Breast milk is the best source of nutrition for child and babies and protects them from illness. Disruption of breastfeeding can lead to a drop in milk supply. Refusal of breastfeeding by the infant can decrease the protective immune factors that is contained in the breast milk. But mothers, they will be worried and ask themselves that coronavirus can pass through this or not, through this breastfeeding or not, and what they can do to protect themselves and their babies. Now we will discuss how they can do this. We will discuss this one by one. So first is continue to breastfeed while taking care with hygiene. So far, the virus is not found in the breast milk and all mothers are advised to feed their children while practicing good hygiene during breastfeeding. This includes 3S, 3 Ws. What are those 3 Ws? First W stands for wear a mask during or while breastfeeding. Second W denotes wash hands with soap before and after touching the baby. Third W denotes wash, wipe and disinfectant surface regularly. Next, second, we have to use a cup, spoon to feed babies with expressed breast milk when too sick to breastfeed. Who is too sick to breastfeed? The mother. Then only we have to use a cup and a spoon to feed those expressed breast milk from the mother. When mothers are ill too and the breastfeed, they should seek immediate medical advice. It may still be possible to express milk and ask a non-infected member of the family to introduce those milks to the baby using cup spoon to the baby's mouth and feed the baby. At feeding, we have to give the child by following those 3 Ws that we have discussed above. Now we have to discuss the third point, that is take additional hygienic measures and continue to breastfeed if the mother falls or feels sick. Mothers who get coronavirus shortly after giving birth and begin breastfeeding and those become infected while breastfeeding, it will produce immune factors like antibodies in their milk to protect their baby and enhance the baby's own immune response. This means that continuing to the breastfeed is the best way to fight the virus and protect your baby. If a mother does fall ill with symptoms of fever, cough and difficulty in breathing, she should seek immediate medical care as early as possible and follow instruction from a healthcare provider. Mothers who are well enough and have a good health, they can breastfeed and continue to do so, taking additional care with hygiene by practicing those 3 Ws that we discussed above, wearing mask whenever near to the baby. And now the last topic, last point, that what mothers should do to protect their babies and themselves, that is take extra care when formula feeding. Breastfeeding is the best way of providing ideal food for a healthy growth and development of the babies. However, there are instances where a mother is unable to breastfeed or where she has decided not to breastfeed, maybe having some problem regarding and misconception that she will be fat or her physique will change. In addition, the widespread marketing of formula milks are many and confidence of many mothers and encourages them to feed their using bottles and formula milks. In these cases, it is especially important that babies are being fed or feed according to the instruction of the packing or the physician who prescribed this, and that extra care is taken thoroughly by only following those above 3 Ws. We have to take extra sanitation care of the baby by washing bottles, teats and any other equipments used for the baby and by the baby. This is all about my topic, that is advantages of breast milk to mother, to child, and the advantages of breastfeeding to both mother and child.
Today I am going to represent my topic, that is the theme of World Breastfeeding Week 2021. So let's start the topic. So World Breastfeeding Week occurs occurs annually on the first week of August and represents a global celebration of breastfeeding efforts, including breastfeeding promotion, support, education, research, progressive trends, and normalizing breastfeeding as the gold standard of infant nutrition. August 1 to August 7 is celebrated as World Breastfeeding Week across the world in about 120 countries. It was first inaugurated in 1991 and was first celebrated in 1992. This event aims at creating awareness about the benefits of the breastfeeding and the importance of the same among the pupils. The needs for creating safe environments for the breastfeeding and attitudes towards breastfeeding is also highlighted. Every year a theme is decided for this week, and efforts are channeled to work towards achieving the goals and objectives. So the theme for the World Breastfeeding 2021 is protect breastfeeding, a shared responsibility. This links between the breastfeeding and survival, health and well-being of women, children and nations. Then we have to discuss about the history of the breastfeeding week. So the World Breastfeeding Week dates back to the 1979 when WHO first started a battle against the baby food that is promoted in the market and being interrupted in the breastfeeding in hospitals. Globally, it was noticed that breastfeeding having a negative impact on the health of the baby, and something needed to be done. So in 1990, agencies and lawmakers was got inspired by the breastfeeding movements and signed Innocent Declaration. The World Alliance for the Action of the Breastfeeding Day was launched in 1991 on 14th February for increasing the breastfeeding culture across the world by achieving the breastfeeding goals and support the breastfeeding tradition across the world. It was first celebrated in 1992. Since 2016, World Breastfeeding Week is aligned with Sustainable Development Goal (SDGs). In 2018, World Health Assembly resolution endorsed that World Breastfeeding Week is an important strategy for the promotion of the breastfeeding. The event is organized every year by the World Alliance of Breastfeeding Action (WABA), a global network that aims to protect, promote and support breastfeeding across the world. Along with it works with WHO and UNICEF to get it aids to the right people in the right communities. World Breastfeeding Week sets a platform to promote the huge benefits of the breastfeeding for the welfare of babies and mother, and also establishes the food security. So the objectives of the World Breastfeeding Week for the year 2021 is, so the first objective is to create awareness among the government, civil society organization and health workers to protect breastfeeding from the bad marketing of the baby foods, and the second objective is to advocate for the effective implementation and enforcement of the IMS Act. IMS Act, that is the Infant Milk Substitute, Bottle Feeding and Infant Food Act 1992 and Amendment Act 2003. So this year we are celebrating our 29th World Breastfeeding Week. On the eve of this celebration, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, tweeted that let's celebrate the essence of motherhood and promoting the breastfeeding by creating awareness among the pupils and say the benefits of the breastfeeding for mothers and babies.
Hello everyone, let's discuss about topic that is need help with breastfeeding. And one question come to our mind that who can help you with breastfeeding? And here is your answer. First one is a lactation consultant. You can find a lactation consultant through your healthcare provider and your hospital, or go to the International Lactation Consultants Association. Then a breastfeeding peer counselor. This is a woman who breastfeeded her own children and wants to help and support mothers who breastfeed. She has a training to help mothers, but not as much as lactation consultant. You can find a peer counselor through your local WLC nutrition program, or visit to womenhealth.gov/breastfeeding, or call the National Breastfeeding Helpline at 800-994-9662. Then a breastfeeding support group. This is a group of women who help and support each other with breastfeeding. Ask your provider to help find a group near you. Then friends and family members. You can get help from friends and family members who had a good experience of breastfeeding. Then your partner. Have your partner feed your baby with a bottle of expressed milk. Expressed milk is that you are pumped from your breast. This can help your partner to experience the feeling of breastfeeding. Now, let's discuss about the reasons of inappropriate practices. It includes lack of skilled healthcare support. Second one is commercial promotion of substitutes. And third one is lack of support at workplace. For example, crutches not available and large number of women working on the unorganized sector. Then some companies marketing their products through social influencer that changes the minds of parents and that results in poor breastfeeding. The Baby Friendly Hospital Initiative provides 10 steps to successful breastfeeding. Every facility providing maternity services and care of newborn infants should: Step 1. Have a written breastfeeding policy that is routinely communicated to all healthcare staff. Step 2. Train all healthcare staff in skill necessary to implement this policy. Step 3. Inform all pregnant women about the benefits and management of breastfeeding. Step 4. Help mothers initiating breastfeeding within a half an hour of birth. Step 5. Show mothers how to breastfeed, that is proper position and attachment, and how to maintain lactation. Step 6. Give newborn infants no food or drink other than breastfeeding unless medically indicated. Step 7. Practice rooming in. Allow the mothers and infants to remain together for 24 hours a day. Step 8. Encourage breastfeeding on demand. Step 9. Give no artificial teats or pacifiers, also called dummies and soothers, to breastfeeding infants. Step 10. Foster the establishment of breastfeeding support groups and refer mothers to them on discharge from the hospital or clinic. Let's discuss about mother's safety. Breastfeeding may be natural, but it is not always easy. The truth is there are several things that can pop up along with a nursing journey. So the mother's safety is very much essential in such cases like latching pain. The solution is having baby's mouth cover more than of your areola below the nipples than above. If a mother having cracked nipple, make sure baby have a deep latch and moisten the nipples with ointments or breast milk after nursing. Then clogged duct. Provide plenty of rest and apply warm compress to your breasts and massage them. For thrush, see your doctor for antifungal medication. For mastitis, provide antibiotics and empty the breast as often as needed. Then engorgement. Hard express before you nurse to get milk flowing and breastfeed more frequently. If a mother having inverted nipple, solution for this: use nipple seeds, pump right before nursing baby. If a mother having low milk supply, then nurse the baby and pump often as possible. Then painful letdown. Solution for this is: check for breast infection, feed baby longer on one breast, and switching only if you need to. Then if baby sleeping at breast, then start nursing baby on fuller breast for efficiency and stimulate baby by tickling, feet or burping. That's all about safety of mothers. Thank you.
Good morning to one and all. Today my topic is support for breastfeeding in public places, and another topic is the state of IMS Act in India. At first, we all know that mother's milk is very essential for the growth of baby. But you know what? The most important thing and very interesting thing about the breastfeeding is whatever a baby needs is always with her. That is her mother and mother's milk. So, how can we motivate the mothers, encourage the mothers to feed the baby in public places? At first, we have to aware our society about the importance of breastfeeding, and whenever a baby needs mother's milk and feel hungry, mother must feed her. It may be in public places. So we have to educate and aware the society and also our mothers, by which they can easily and comfortably feed the baby in any time and any places. So mother must wear some clothes which allow the mothers to feed the baby very comfortably. And another one is mothers must use any type of storeroom or women's lounge in shopping malls and public area which allow her to feed the baby very comfortably and easily. The mother should always try to feed the baby in front of mirror, which will make her very confident and comfortable, by which she can feed in also public places. If mother need any type of back support to sit and feed the baby very comfortably, then with the help of back support, the mother should feed the baby, which makes the baby very comfortable to take to take the milk from the mother's breast. Another one is, whenever any person look at the mother during the breastfeeding in public places very horribly, so in that time mother should give just a smile which makes her confident and also comfortable to feed the baby. And anyway, last year we see that in an Australian Senate, a woman politician feed her baby in front of all politician members of the Senate. It is very good example and motivating example to the all type of mothers, not only in Australia but also all over the world. It is mother's right to feed the baby in also public places. My next topic is the state of IMS Act in India. According to this IMS Act, that is Infant Milk Substitutes Act 1992, any type of promotion if any food substitution, baby food substitution by the any type of pamphlets or any type of marketing media is prohibited. And if someone supplier is supplying the baby food with any free of cost to the mothers to promote their brands, is totally take as the violation of IMS Act. Another one is, if someone supplier or any distributor send their products to the mothers or any healthcare workers, then it will be also take as the violations of IMS Act. And also, according to the IMS Act 1992, if any person advertising their milk substitute products in pamphlets or radio or by any televisions or any type of social media or mass media, it is taken as the violations of IMS Act. And there are many also takes are taken to prohibit the marketing of mother's milk substitution under the baby of 2 years of. Any supplier supplying the food bottles and any type of infant milk substitutes directly to the mothers or in lactating mothers in free of cost, then it will also as the violations of IMS Act, because IMS Act prohibit any type of food substitutions under the age of 2 years. So in this situation, what government can do? Government can fund to the all states and can regulate and monitor the FSSI and FSO, that is food security officers, to regulate properly the IMS Act in all states, all districts, and from the root also level. Promote the Stanpan app to encourage the mothers, and also can organize many types of seminar to give the knowledge and aware the society about IMS Act. And can also investigate thoroughly whenever any type of violations are comes to in seen. So government can also take many type of steps to prohibit and prohibit the marketing branding of the mother's milk substitutes. The healthcare workers in this field and this situation have huge of responsibilities. They can encourage the mothers, can educate the mothers, and work as a counselor to promote the breastfeeding, and can educate our society that how much the breastfeeding is important to the baby. And also they can counsel the mothers to avoid the infant milk substitutes by any of the brands which are guaranteeing that their food is much more better. So not only the healthcare workers but also civilians have huge of responsibilities. They can act as the volunteers and can organize many seminars to promote breastfeeding, and can also aware about the society through the seminars regarding the IMS Act. So it is a cooperative work which we can do with together, not only by government but also from the grassroots level, from the civilians and also healthcare workers. That's all. Thank you so much for your cooperation and patience for listening. Hope you like our topic, and we feel very glad to prepare this video and present in front of all of you. And a big thanks to our organizer, Mrs. Vijay Lakshmi Singh ma'am, who encouraged us to prepare this video and present in front all of you. I hope you like our topic and our presentations. That's all. Thank you so much. Thank you.